By no means in this episode do I want to talk about or speak for Cameron Heyward. But I did find something really interesting on the old internet and about this situation yesterday. So yesterday we saw this, right? If you're watching, and by the way, I still can't get over it. The Chiefs win. That's cool, kinda, because Ravens getting booted out. Niners, they win. I was hoping for the Lions that they could pull it off, the upset, and go to their first ever Super Bowl, like in their history. The last time they were in the NFC Championship game was like 1956. So it's kind of crazy. But in the warm-ups yesterday, so it was warm-ups, right? Travis Kelce told Justin Tucker he needed to move because their quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, had to warm up. So Kelce kicked his ball away and also threw away his helmet. Now, if you guys didn't see this was through the warm-ups that there was Mahomes, Chiefs there, Tucker was there. And look, I don't like the Ravens. However, it really doesn't excuse the kind of action that Kelce and Mahomes did. And yeah, to a certain degree, they were acting like a bully. Think about that. Guys that are on the poster going to Vegas, guys with the superstar girlfriend and Taylor Swift, I guess role models in that case, with Mahomes being quarterback and Kelce. All Tucker's trying to do is set up to set a field goal and practice and warm up, right? Now that's in some scenario, maybe Tucker should had went to the other side, right? At the same time, it's his field, his home field advantage, and he's sitting there doing his role and all that kind of stuff. And maybe, you know what? If you guys are like, Mark, I'm not a big fan of this video, it's not a big deal. It probably isn't a big deal. But I do want to talk about Cameron Heyward because Cameron Heyward had some words, and these words, he can use these words next year to go and take on the Chiefs and beat them. Somebody needs to stop the Chiefs. They've now been to six AFC Championship games in a row. They are like the new Patriots. They're pretty much unbearable. So Cameron Heyward was on his podcast, and I found this article via SteelersNation.com, written by Leeann Lowman. So shout out to her. And it says here, this is from Cameron Heyward. He was saying, well, I was like, wow, the quarterback and the tight end group are picking on a little kicker. Smart to pick on one guy who's alone, Heyward said. That's very true. So, of course, everyone's in media now. You've got Ryan Clark, you've got B-Mac and Peterson, Arthur Motes and Cameron Heyward. He's got his own podcast on his show on ESPN on the Omaha Network. And that's what he had to say about the situation, right? Why are you picking on the little kicker? Smart to pick on one guy who's alone. And he's not wrong, really. He's not wrong. And I don't speak for Cameron Heyward. But in this stance or this point, I would, if that was me, I would use this motivation, not that he needs any more, but go and beat the Chiefs. Next year when you verse them, go and beat them. Because also Cameron Heyward had this to say too. He says Tucker's got his holder out there for field goals and he's stretching. So he could have been anywhere to do that. That's very true. That's annoying part with it's someone like picking on Christian 46. They find a way to pick on the little guys. It's messed up. Now, firstly, do you guys agree with what Heyward's saying? Do you guys agree with, Mahomes and Kelce picking on Tucker? And thirdly, is it that big of a deal? I don't think it's that big of a deal, but the fact is that Heyward is bringing this up. I want to try and use this for something. Next year in 2024, or this season 2024, we still don't know who our OC is. We still don't know who's going to be quarterback, right? The Pittsburgh Steelers haven't won a playoff game in 5 games. It is getting frustrating, and I want to see a bit of a playoff run right now. It would be a magical, fun story to go, get behind Rudolph or the defense and see what we can do with maybe some home field advantage. But here's what I would say. If this annoys Cameron Heyward and really, grinds his gears, use that as motivation and take care of the Chiefs next year. Like, I'm dead set. Get in Kelce's face. Get in Mahomes' face legally as best you can. Hit him as hard as you can. And I know the NFL, you just can't do that now because when you start hitting people hard like Kazi or anyone like that, and James Debo Harrison would have been fined times 10 than he normally was anyway. But go in and get in KC's face And if they're the bullies, like Cameron Heyward says they are, or implies that they are, he says picking on someone, the little kicker, and he's also standing up too. Cameron Heyward is standing up for his Ravens, rival in Tucker, right? So he makes a lot of sense there. So what I would say is, if you're saying they're picking the little kicker and it's smart to pick on one guy by themselves, then use that as motivation, as fuel to the fire. Not that you need any more anyway, because the KC Chiefs are right now on top. They're on top of the pedestal and they need to be cut down. Like someone's going to take care of business. Otherwise, they will turn into the Patriots 2.0. And for the next maybe 5-10 years, all we're going to see in the Super Bowl is the Chiefs. And that's why even the matchup with the Chiefs versus 49ers, a lot of people don't want to watch it because it's very boring to us. It's KC and 49ers. The only guys who want to watch this is KC fans and also 49er fans. So anyways, guys, I hope that Cameron Heyward uses as motivation to go and beat down the Chiefs. And if he's legit, if Cameron Heyward's like, you know what, I'm not happy with that, then prove it on the field and take care of business at home. And then when the Chiefs make the playoffs, because they're making it next year again, and you verse them in the wild card, or they come to our house or we go to their house, then get in their face and do the exact same thing what Mahomes and Kelce did to Tucker, then Cameron Heyward does on the field, sacks him, tackles him, and takes care of business. That's what I would do from my standpoint of thinking. But let me know, guys, in the comments below what you would do. And also, is it really a big deal? It's not that huge of a deal, but Cameron Heyward seems to be pissed enough to talk about it anyway. All right, guys, I'll see you later.